Welcome to sports, everybody. The 45th annual Long Island Regatta coming to a close on Saturday in Salt Pond, and the locals had a lot to cheer about. After finishing second behind Rupert's Legend in the first A-Class race, the pride and joy of Salt Pond, the Running Tide, getting off to a better start in the second series race. Running Tide led this one from wire to wire and went into the final series race up on points. In that race, the Red Stripe came out with something to prove as she held on for the win. However, in terms of the overall standings, it just wouldn't be enough. Red Stripe finishes second, some 4 points in the back of Running Tide, who carted away with the championship.
We made the right sale selections. Today we didn't need to get first. We just had to. We were in 3-point lead at the Running Tide, so we were able to keep the boat next to us, behind us, and it all worked out great.
Salt Pond also represented well in the C-Class. Captain Marty Fox and the Bailey Legal were in a class all by themselves in the first series race. That momentum carried over to the start of the second series race as well, but out of nowhere the wind shifted and eventually died off, allowing the Reverend Dr. Philip McPhee's Thunderbird to pick up the win after moving up from 10th place.
My captain, Fernando, did an outstanding job. A great skipper, had a good crew. And we pulled it off, and it was something to see. A boat came from 10th position and won by almost nearly 3-4 minutes.
Now, despite Rev's win, Bailey Legal still led the second place Bull Reg by 5 points heading into the series finale, and that was more than enough to get the job done. Bailey Legal wins the final race and the championship with some 43 points, 14 points ahead of her nearest competitor.
Boat sail really good. We got a new sail, big sail, and the wind was light just about all the regatta. And the boat performed really well. The crew did excellent. We made some good calls, good tactical moves. So we're just glad to win a championship and keep it home in Long Island.
Long Island now looking for a clean sweep in Class B, and with Stephen Knowles at the tiller, the new Susan Chase was up to the challenge, taking the first series race. In the second series race, the Chase getting some competition from the Lady Sonia. In fact, during the first lap of this race, the Chase collided with the Sonia. Sonia was found to be in the wrong, and despite winning the race, she was deducted 3 points, giving the Chase a 3-point cushion heading into the series finale.
But we were hailing starboard for at least about 3 to 5 minutes. And the ladies on you, they wouldn't tack, and it's a similar situation that I had in Georgetown with the VDK. You were on starboard, and nobody wants to abide by the rules. They don't want to tack. I don't like to collide into people, but it's too much. Enough is enough, so I hit them.
Now, the Chase didn't need a first-place finish in the final series race to win the championship, but she didn't take any chances. The Chase comes out on top and wins the title by some 5 points over the Lady Natalie, who came back to overtake the Sonia for second place.
The Chase always does what she has to do, and when it's the right point at the right time, she comes out in front.
Now, the South Anders Regatta also taking place over the long holiday weekend. At the closing ceremonies, Minister responsible for regattas, the Honorable V. Alfred Gray, made it known that his ministry will do all within its power to make sure that regattas and homecomings are a mainstay in family island communities.
Homecomings and regattas are big business for family island communities. Minister with responsibility, the Honorable V. Alfred Gray, he's putting together a national calendar of events so that sufficient focus can be made.
Firstly, those of you who make the trip to your various islands and settlements every year, you ought to know that the government is certainly happy that you do it, because it's really a part of the Bahamian thing. Those who come to meet those who live here bring monies with them, and so they help to develop the local economy.
Festivals also presents a time for family reunions to take place and for those visiting the various islands to enrich themselves in the culture. So with that said and done, Minister Gray went on to say that family islands will receive the full support of the government going forward with regattas and homecomings.
Government has been giving contributions to homecomings and regattas for the last several years, perhaps 10 or 12 years now, or even more. And I can assure you that that support from the government will continue, and we pray that we will be in a position next year to give a little more than you would have gotten this year.
Well, the next major regatta on the sailing calendar will be the All Andres Frank-Hanna Regatta, slated for the Independence Holiday Weekend in Morgan's Bluff. Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I am Julian Gibson.
All right, thanks a lot, Julian. And that will do it for sports. But stay tuned, your weather forecast is still to come.